Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another apartment renovation. Today I'm renovating 17 Culpepper House in the Spice District of San Myshuno, and this is actually going to be an apartment for a single sim or a bachelor, and it ends up being in a style I really enjoy, with a lot of dark woods and like blacks and browns and a lot of leather, a little bit more of an industrial style, and I just think it comes out really cute in the end. It has a couple of like hints at maybe like having some friends over or maybe some lovers over. We have like a VIP bucket in here, there's roses, and I just wanted it to seem like a fancy single sim who has other sims over type of build. I think it is so pretty. I love the couches I'm using here. This is the couch from Cottage Living, and I am using a couple of different counter options in the kitchen. I like to mix and match like that. I was not going for a particular style. Like I said, it has some like industrial elements, but I was kind of just picking and choosing what I thought looked nice together, and I think it comes out pretty cute in the end. So if you would like to download this build, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You could also find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. If you want to download an apartment, basically you have to have a sim living there or go into build and buy mode and place it that way. It's a room you can place down. I kind of like delete the walls and re-add them in a way that tricks the game into thinking the entire apartment is one room, but when you place it, everything should be there, all the doors and walls and things. It's just a little finicky to actually upload it, but it should be all good. And yeah, you'll just have to place it into 17 Culpepper House because it is the shape and size to fit in this particular apartment. So just wanted to put that out there because I feel like I haven't really explained how to place an apartment before. I'm always just like, you can grab it if you want it. But yeah, that's kind of how you would do that. So anyway, back over into the kitchen space. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to put over here because it felt like it was a little bit empty. So just playing around with a couple of different items. And I actually had built this over on Twitch, and somebody had suggested to get the globe bar. So we should be grabbing that here shortly to put right outside the kitchen space, which I think was a great addition. And there's going to be a couple of more decorations throughout the space that I think just looked really nice. I like this. It's like, I don't know what to call it. It's sort of like a plant. It's a milk jug that has some sticks coming out of it next to a really pretty lamp. We have some candles in here. I also made sure to get a chessboard, some really big bookcases. I feel like this is an apartment my boyfriend would absolutely adore. I feel like I should show it to him. I really like this style. So we also have very similar design tastes. So I feel like he would really enjoy this one. And it feels like it would be very expensive. Those couches look like they would cost an arm and a leg, like something I could never have. And I also could never have because I have a cat who has claws, and they just wouldn't last. Does anyone else relate to that? There's a lot of things I feel like I can't have because I have pets. For one reason or another, they'll ruin them or get hurt or eat things that they're not supposed to. Pets are a lot of work, but they are so worth it. Anyway, in this kitchen space, I thought that the sim would definitely have an espresso machine and a coffee bean grinder, so I decided to have that in this space. That's something we have in our kitchen. I don't drink coffee, but my significant other does, and I just feel like the sim would be very into their coffee and be a little bit of a coffee snob, so I wanted to include that in this build. And I also, for the window treatments in here, ended up having blinds and curtains, which I thought looked really nice. And you can see I put that VIP bucket. If you're not sure what that is, it's just like a bucket of, would you call it a wine bucket? I don't know. It's a bucket with ice in it, and then it has a bottle of wine in it, and there's like a heart on it. It looks like a romantic evening item. So I wanted to include that in here. I think it's really cute. And that's mostly it for this area, just getting some lights. I ended up using the ones from the industrial loft kit in the kitchen, and then these really pretty like longer lights over the living space, which are from the Myshuno stuff pack, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong on that. I'm trying to remember. I think that's where they're from. Anyway, because of how high up the ceilings are in this apartment, it felt like a little bit empty above the kitchen space. So I thought it would look nice to put some clutter up on top of the cabinets. So that's what I'm just doing here now, a combination of some boxes and these paintings, which I was trying to put at the right level, so I was using Tool to fiddle around with that. It took a little while, but I think it looks okay in the end. And getting some books and plants, and yeah, just gonna add a couple more things up here. I wanted to have some pots and pans as well. I just think it adds a lot more personality to the space and makes it look lived in, and I quite liked that. So that's pretty much it for this living space. We're just gonna be getting a small TV over on this side table. I wanted to have one, but I didn't want it to be the focal point of the room. I feel like having the conversation area with the couches and the big bookcases was more so the focal point. So I wanted to make sure that that stayed that way. So yeah, I keep saying that's just about it, but that really is just about it this time. And we're moving on into the bathroom. This is the only bathroom in this apartment, and so I opted to have double sinks in here. There's a standing shower, so there is no tub in this apartment. I wasn't imagining you needed one, but I guess a nice lounging tub wouldn't hurt if you did want to renovate this build. But I did get some roses in here, which I should be grabbing here shortly. I wasn't sure what flowers I wanted to get at first, but I opted for these ones, which I think are so, so pretty. I think that's one of the bouquets that came with my wedding stories. I think the swatches that come on that are so nice. So yeah, and just getting a little rug in here. That one is from Vampires. And then we're moving on into the bedroom and the entry hallway space. I love how the bedroom came out. I started by just placing down a rug, trying to figure out what vibe I wanted to go for in here. And I was thinking about like making a custom headboard. So I was like, the vibe I want is kind of this couch, but that doesn't really work. So let me try another piece. And this is like a taller love seat from Get Famous, I think. And this worked so beautifully as a headboard. And then there's like cushioned side tables that are built in because that is a sofa. I really, really enjoyed that. I love the dark color scheme in here. Everything's black and gray and the brown on the floor. And it just looks very much the style, I guess, I was going for in this build, which I don't know exactly how to explain because it's like a mixture of industrial and something else, but I'm not really sure what. I just feel like it all looks really cohesive and I really enjoy it. It has like the more vintagey, worn down rugs and it just looks very, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but there's like a lot of leather and stuff. Anyway, I did decide to put this mirror in here. This is the one from the Vintage Glamour pack, and I decided to use Tool to rotate it a little bit so it looks like it's leaning against the wall. I just think that adds a lot of detail to a room, so did that. And then getting some paintings up above the bed. These ones are from Cats and Dogs. I think they're really nice, and they're one of my favorites that I tend to add, and got some clothes hanging up on the wall as well. And then over here, I just wanted to get some additional storage. So I got the matching dresser to the wardrobes that I have in here, which are all from Vintage Glamour. I was thinking the Sim probably bought a matching set, and we have a nice painting above it that is of a big glass of wine. It just felt very appropriate for the theme I had for this apartment. And then this nice leather chair in the corner with a little lamp. I think it looks so cozy. I love this style, this type of furniture. So this was a really fun apartment to do. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That really does help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and click that bell to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Anyway, we're just finishing up the entryway here and then heading on into screenshots. Thank you so very much for watching. Enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you wanted me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're failing.